Hello guys, it's Elijah Michaels here. It's that time of year again. It's spooky month. So to kick off this spooky season, we're gonna be looking at some nightmarish toys. They're called the mutant toys from Toy Story. As you can see, they are all ready for some nightmare fuel because look at them. They have been mutated into small little creatures. All of their bodies have been completely fused, taken apart, put back together, and now, look, they're all creepy. One of them look like they're ready to scare the heck out of all of you. And there's 9 of them. Here's another picture of the mutant toys. I'm gonna get to their names in a second, but without further delay, let's get into it. First up, we have the leader of the mutant toys, Babyface, aka Babyhead, or Spider Baby, whatever you want to call him. So yeah, his name is Babyface, and as you can see, he is a baby head. There's a decapitated baby head with a missing eye, missing right eye, and his body is made out of some type of erector set, made out of aluminum legs or something like that, or aluminum metal, something like that. And he has 6 aluminum spider legs like an insect, so he's pretty much a spider. So he's pretty much like a spider toy. And as you can see on his right hand, he has a sharp crab pincher. He has 2 pinchers, like the ones on a crab. And then on his left arm, or his left hand, you can see that his other pincher is some type of claw. So pretty much, he's pretty much, you know, like a spider crab. Something like that. So, yeah. That's it for Babyface. Next up, we have Legs, which is pretty much a fishing rod with Barbie legs. Let's take a look at her fishing rod. So, there's the fishing rod here, and then there's the Barbie legs. You can see she has her heels, the heels on, and you can see the rope attached to the hook. Since when did fishing rods start walking around? Well, this one did, however, because apparently Sid, the owner of the mutant toys, probably took a Barbie doll and ended up tearing it to shreds, removed her legs, and attached it to a fishing rod. So, yeah. Of course, you can use a fishing rod to cast or reel a fish back to you. That's how you go fishing. I'm not a fisherman, but yeah. Anyways, also you can see the red hook. Well, that's it for Legs. Next up, we have Ducky. It's a little duck. Not just any ordinary duck. You could probably call it an ugly duckling, because apparently it is a mutant duckling. As you can see, it is a Duck PEZ dispenser attached to a decapitated baby torso, or a baby doll torso. And then you can see there's a little plunger base attached to a spring. So he's pretty much have a spring for a leg. Something like that. And that looks pretty cool. So, yeah. I don't know why they gave him a spring for a leg. Well, Sid in this case, because apparently he's the owner of the mutant toys. You know, Sid is the antagonist. Sid Phillips. But, you know, I thought for a moment that he was gonna have, like, wheels, but no, it's a spring. Anyways, that's it for Ducky. Also, before I move on to the next one, he will also use that spring dispenser to walk around. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it for Ducky. This one is my favorite. Next up, we have the hand in the box. This one's my favorite. As you can see, it is a green zombie hand attached to a jack-in-the-box. And you can see there's the little spring. So, they took off the jack-in-the-box and replaced it with a zombie hand. A plastic zombie hand. It looked like Sid probably cut off a Spirit Halloween animatronic's hand that was green and then attached it to the spring. And it's a musical jack-in-the-box that plays Pop Goes the Weasel. It seems like a normal jack-in-the-box, but then once you open it up, no, it's not a clown, and it's not a jester either. It's a creepy zombie hand. And I also realized it is a left hand. So, I guess this is why he should go out on a limb. Well, yeah, that's kind of corny. Well, this is a left-handed mutant toy. But that's it for the jack-in-the-box. Well, hand-in-the-box, actually. And as you can see, on the jack-in-the-box, there is an airplane, a sailboat, and a tractor. So yeah, that's it for the hand-in-the-box. Next up, we have Rockmobile, which is pretty much, he looks like an abomination. He's pretty much, he has a fly head, an insect, and then he has a body. He has a body, he has his arms, another torso, but it's ripped in half, and then he has a bigger torso that he controls from another toy that Sid Phillips decapitated. And as you can see, in order for him to move the bigger arms as legs, he uses a yellow steering wheel. There's a steering wheel that he uses to control the arms. So, yeah, that's actually a good way to control a body, even though you're attached to one. It's like a body on a body. I don't know why. Like two bodies in one. It's kind of weird, to be honest. It's like a mutant toy, but he just fused himself into another toy. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, that's it for Rockmobile. This one kind of creeps me out. Anyways, next up we have Jingle Joe, which is pretty much, I think it is a musical chime toy, but yeah. So it has this musical chime toy. It has a little rolling cylinder. There's a little chicken in there. And then he has a head, a Combat Carl head. And then he has a severed plastic Mickey Mouse arm that he uses to roll around. And that Mickey Mouse arm is nailed onto the cylinder for support. So they nailed it onto his body so that he can move around. Because I don't think Jingle Joe would want to spend another day rolling around without any of his arms, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah. He has a right hand. And again, just like with hand in the box, he should go out on a limb. Well, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah. He looks like he's just staring into the abyss. Somehow. Well, that's it for Jingle Joe. Next up, we have the frog. And it's a frog, but here's the twist. He's a mutant toy. He's not completely mutant like all these other... Well, he is mutant. Somehow. You see, Froggy here, well, I like to call him Froggy because apparently he's a frog, but his name is the Frog because he is a frog. As you can see, he has his normal body. He is a wind-up frog. He has his little wind-up feature. You know, in the movie, Woody would say, "Wind the frog," and then, you know, you have to wind him up to make him hop around. As you can see, his one of his arms, his arms is severed somehow. Well, his left arm. He's also missing one of his back legs. However, his back legs were replaced with 2 different wheels. So the frog pretty much turned himself into some type of convertible. He is half frog and half vehicle, pretty much. So yeah, and he has one of his arms, but he doesn't have the other 3. So this, his left leg is a wagon wheel, and his right leg is somehow probably the wheel of a monster truck, something like that. But yeah, anyways, that's it for the frog. Next up we have Roller Bob, and this one, I think he's also pretty cool. Roller Bob here, he's pretty much some type of, he looks like a pilot of some sort, or he looks like a motorcycle rider, something like that, or a motorcycler, something like that. But you can see he has a little mask. His left arm is twisted and bent into the wrong direction, as you can see. Yeah, he is yet another one of those severed combat Carls, I guess. I don't know. But apparently, he got ripped in half, and he got nailed onto a miniature skateboard. So pretty much, now, Roller Bob doesn't have any legs. He lost his legs and got his body nailed onto a skateboard. And now, just like Jingle Joe and the frog, he can roll around. Well, now isn't a good time to be rolling around with this one. I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, that's it for Roller Bob. I really like the skateboard. It's pretty cool. And last but not least, we have the walking car, or Pump Boy. That's what Woody likes to call him. But yeah, we have Pump Boy, aka the walking car. As you can see, the walking car, he has 4 different baby doll limbs instead of wheels. And those limbs are attached to a toy yellow SUV. So pretty much, this guy is pretty much a mutant car. No wonder why this guy doesn't have any wheels. I thought he was gonna have the wheels on his back legs, like the frog, but no, all of them are just arms. They're actually arms. There's no legs, they're arms. 4 arms. And then he can use that to just run around. He's pretty much the fastest out of all of them, so yeah. Anyways, that's it. That's the mutant toys. There's the mutant toys here. That was all of these creepy mutant toys from Toy Story. We have Babyface, Pump Boy, Rockmobile, Froggy, Ducky, Roller Bob, Legs, Hand in the Box, and Jingle Joe. Thank you so much for watching this creepy video, I guess, and it's probably going to terrify the heck out of you. I don't know, but anyways, I hope you have a great spooky season, and as always, happy spooky month, everyone. And also, watch out, watch your back, because one of these toys could be hiding under your bed, creeping up on you. And you might as well start running, or else Babyface and his gang will turn you into one of them. See you next time. Sleep tight.